Are you wondering how to become a professional footballer? Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you for seeking out this information, because that's the biggest mistake. Most players expect that it's going to come to them. It's just going to fall in their lap. Someone's going to say, hey, you're a great player. Here's a contract. Doesn't work like that, okay? So if you want to become a professional footballer, you need to start asking questions right now, and you're already on the right path. So kudos to you. Now, I never was a professional footballer. I'm not a professional footballer, so should I really be telling you how to achieve it? Probably not, but who else is making YouTube videos telling you what to do? Okay, so I never became a professional footballer, but I did manage to set up multiple trials, and I really think that that's the biggest missing piece in the puzzle is what people don't know how to do. They may be good enough, and remember, being good enough is only half the equation, if that, probably less. There's tons of players out there who are good enough to be professionals, but they don't put themselves in the right place at the right time. Okay, so being good enough is a small part of the equation. If you think you're good enough, believe me, you're not. Keep training. You may be a great player, you may be a good player, but if you want to become great, you want to get to that level where people would love to have you on your team, you need to be very humble and you need to always be improving. Okay, if you think you're good enough, you're not good enough. Yes, be confident in yourself. Yes, believe in yourself, but keep improving. If you think you're good enough, you're not good enough. When you know you can become better, that's when you're going to be a great player. Okay, so being good enough is a small part of the equation. How do you become a professional? You seek out these opportunities. You need to find yourself an agent. You need to find open trials. You need to get into a youth academy. And like I said in my other video about are you too old to become a professional, that age, 12 to 18, is where you really need to put yourself in the right environment to grow as a player and to get those opportunities. So 12 to 18, can you get in a youth academy? Can you get into some connection, build some connection, probably youth academy, or start training with professional teams. Most professional teams have youth squads that they develop the players and eventually they sell them or they put them into the first team. That's where you want to be at this age. And you may have to get an agent. Remember, an agent isn't going to try to take money from you unless you sign a contract. So you may have to pay your way to get to the country, you may have to pay your way for the accommodations, but they should not be asking for money from you until you sign that contract. So search for agents. It's better if you find someone who is an agent of one of your friends or an agent of a friend of your family. If you can get a connection like that, that's the way to go, rather than just seeking some blind agent out there in the world, because there are a lot of shady ones out there. Now, that's where you need to start. So you need to start asking, okay, how can I get an agent? Do I know anyone who has an agent or is playing somewhere abroad or is playing in my country professionally? How did they get that? Start asking questions. Find the way to get there. And if you can find people who will help you, that's the best way to do it. But you're not going to find them unless you ask questions, unless you seek out that information. Okay, ask your family members, ask your parents, do we know anyone? Ask your teammates. Who of your friends is out there playing somewhere? Who set it up? Okay, the other thing is you can look for open tryouts. A lot of youth academies will have open trials where they accept new players, but you need to seek out that information. So find all the professional clubs in your area or the country you might want to go to and find out when are there open trials for the youth academy. You want to get into that. Now, if you're not in that age range, you can still make it. It's not too late, but it's going to be more difficult. So again, find that agent or find those open trials and go for it. Lots of professional teams do have open trials for older players, for players who haven't been found yet. And that may be a great opportunity for you. Just realize that it's about 200 players going to one trial where they're probably looking for 1 or 2 players. So you're really going to have to stand out. Okay? But my biggest piece of advice for you is don't wait. Don't wait for that opportunity to come for you. Go out and seek it. You want to be a professional? You need to take the steps. You need to make it happen. It's on your plate. Remember, being good enough is less than half the equation. Being in the right place at the right time is what's most important. So you need to get those opportunities. You may have to fail 100 times before you get one yes. You may have to get told no by 20 clubs before one club will give you an opportunity. So if you get a little bit of conflict or something doesn't work out for you on that path to your goal and you let that bring you down, that's your own fault. You're gonna hear no's. You're gonna hear people tell you you're not good enough. Use that to fuel your fire and keep going after your goal, because eventually you're gonna get it. Okay, strength doesn't help you achieve your goal, it's perseverance. Maybe that's not right. Strength will help you, but in the end, it's perseverance. It's getting told no and just picking yourself up and going at it again and again and again until you get what you want, okay? So you want to become a professional footballer, that's how you do it. Now, watching this video isn't going to make it happen for you, but it's going to open your mind to what you need to hear. So go out and get it. Remember, don't wait for it. Go out and get it. It's up to you, okay? And the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. So the earlier you can start, the better. I hope this video really helped you, and I'll talk to you real soon.